Hi everyone, my name is Harika Vidadi, and this is my term project for 15112 at Carnegie Mellon University, Physics on a Roll. Okay, so I'm going to take you guys to the help screen so we can see what the game is all about. So the basic goal of the game is to roll the gray circle at the bottom, which we're going to call the mover, to the yellow star at the end, using the red circle and the blue square at the top. So the way you do that is by dropping the red circle and the blue square on top of the mover, and then the impact of the collision is what's going to move the mover forward. So you can increase and decrease the size of your red circle and blue square by using your arrow keys, and once you're ready to drop the object, you just drop it wherever you want on the board. And then some general rules is that your score is going to be based on the number of objects you took to complete each level. So obviously the lower score the better, because that means that you move the mover in the most effective way possible. And you have a limit of 4 objects that you can drop on your screen, and this adds a certain level of difficulty to the game. Okay, so this is the first level of my game. It's the most basic level. It's just one flat surface. And so this level I'm going to show you guys all the basic functionalities of the game. So I can use either the red circle or the blue square to move my mover forward. And once I pick which one I want, once I click in it, it's going to turn yellow, highlight yellow, so that I know that that's the object that I'm working with. And I also have a counter for the user to know how many objects there are remaining for them to use in each level. And then I can use my right and left arrow keys to make the either the circle or the square bigger or smaller. So for this one, I'm going to choose that size. And once I'm ready to drop it, you press R, and then you click anywhere on your board to drop it down. And you can see that it's going to free fall down to the surface. And now I'm going to pick one more object. And the same thing, you press R when you're ready to drop it, and then you click on your board to drop it down. And as you can see, that there was interaction between the two objects, and they will both move in their respective directions. So the bigger circle will move to the right, and then the smaller circle will move to the left. So now I'm going to restart the level so we can actually play the game. I'm going to pick my objects. I'm going to make them bigger. I'm going to drop them down on the mover anywhere that I want, with the goal of getting it to the end. And I can also pick a square. And same thing, you just do the exact same thing, you drop it on top of your mover. And remember to always press R when you're dropping the objects. And there we go, the level is finished. So now this is the second level, and as you can see, as the mover is falling, it's going to roll down the hill. So there are 3 main surfaces in the game. There's going to be downhills, flats, and uphills. So if I want to move this mover forward in this level, I can pick a circle, and I can drop it on the ramp, and it will push the mover forward, and it pushed it with enough velocity that it actually went all the way to the end, so now we're in the next level. It's the same thing here. This is the uphill level. I'm going to use my circle to push it forward, and it's going to move forward, and then I can use another object to take it further. And this one should push it all the way up the hill. This is the 4th level of my game. It's a little bit more difficult. There's a downhill, a flat, another downhill, another flat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick my object, and I'm going to drop it on my mover. As you can see, it's going to roll down the hill, and it made it all the way to the star, so this is the next level. So this level is a little bit more fun. There's 2 boards, and they're not connected, so which means that the mover is going to have to roll and then roll onto the board on the bottom in order to get to the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick my object, and I'm going to drop it on my mover, and you're going to see it's going to roll off and then free fall again onto the next board. And then I'm going to pick another object, I'm going to drop it on my mover, and hopefully in one more go it will make it to the end. This is the last level of my game. As you can see, there's a very interesting spring at the bottom. And as you just saw, the mover hit the board, rolled onto the spring, and then the spring pushed it forwards. And the rest of the level is the same. It's the same flat surface that we've seen before in the first level and the previous level. So now we're just going to finish the game, and Once you finish, it will display your score. And one thing that I didn't mention in the beginning was that there's a main menu button on every single screen, so you can always return to the main menu and go to the help screen if you need help with instructions, or if you just want to start over, you can always go back to the beginning and play the game from the start. So go back to the main menu. So the last thing that I want to show is that the square can also roll down the hill, and I'm just going to show you that after the mover rolls down the hill. So I'm going to pick my square, and I'm going to drop it, and there we go. And that's all for my project. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.